it or not, Luke, this is called what we call a bullet. That's beautiful. Hey friends, quick little thing if you get in a pinch like I just did. We have wind blowing back, and if you look at the limbs on this tree, you can tell where they were. I got stuck. My wood started to break, as you can see here, and I was trying to be probably taking a shortcut, trying to get her going. But here's what happened in the process. See, you can see my wedgemanship in there. See it? Right there, plastic there. Well, I fired my saw up, and I had a horrible thing happen. A terrible chatter. Come in close, Luke. See that driver or that raker? So you got two options. I would rather keep running this chain. So I'm going to lay it over on a wedge, and I'm going to be very careful to not break the driver, which I think it might actually. It might break the driver. Oh, let's see what happened. It's straight. Let's see how long it lasts. Now you can see a fracture in it. If you look up close, it's fractured now. Yeah, it is. It's right there. Yeah, you can see it. The guy would almost be smart to smack that rivet again with an axe too. See? It just broke off right there. But that'll hang. It'll hang. It'll, you know, we always got extra chains and that. But let's see how this works. Hi friends, I'm glad you're back watching. It's good to see you. You know, you guys hear me say through the years, it's always about the next guy. It's usually the harder job to get it out, laying out nice for the guy who's going to be moving the wood, whether it's an excavator or skidder or whatever. It's all about the next guy. Does your life maybe get a little harder for that to happen? Well, sometimes it does. The lay isn't always for us. And sometimes we're banging and banging and banging, and the next day we're just letting her fly. So I call it someday the bear gets you, and the next day you get the bear. So think about the next guy who's grabbing the wood. Okay, so I've talked about this before. This isn't for everybody, but I'm going to share this anyways. You guys have seen this wedge. For those folks who've been watching me for a long time, Luke, show what we got up top, please. The thing's leaning back hard. Mm-hmm. But now that I've crept up the hillside, I can now turn my timber a little bit into the limbs. You know what I'm saying? I can utilize this down drop a bit more by turning out to where all the tops are there now. And I've got one wedge on the high side, which on cedar's not the smartest, but it's not really pulling that hard. This is gonna go, it's gonna break off, and it's gonna end up out there. And I'm not gonna be all crisscross on my timber. But these wedges have helped me many times, and they've also screwed me. So there it is. I don't want to send these two firs in order to get this cedar. I don't want to do it. It's going to be a horrendous mess. I want to leave these on the stump, and I want to grab this thing now down here. It might even be leaving. Actually, I'm hearing noises. But I'm not going to waste my lift with just one wedge. I'm going to double up instantly so that I've got lift, because you guys can see what's going on here. So I should be able to, like this, peel this cedar out of here. There it goes. It's lifting beautifully. but it's limb bound. And it's breaking, it's actually breaking wood on the bottom.
It's moving though.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's got to be moving.
Yeah, oh, big time.
It's hung up. There it goes. So now, because I want it to hang on to the stump, I just like this. Just like that. I don't want to bash it. I could break it off its high wood. That's it. It's gone. I hear it. I hear it leaving. This is all in the order so I don't have to domino fall. That's it. Just one at a time.
Yep. Oh, watch yourself.
Look at that, friends. Look at that. Goodbye. And there it goes. Look at the wood. Cedar breaks, man. Cedar breaks off the stump. But Luke, I gotta share this with folks. Look at, this is what I was trying to say. Look at Fred. Look, this is how I cut this tree up from the back. I went like this. I left wood here. Because if I had to come in even, friends, like this, it would have sat down way faster. We all know that. We're taught that. But if I come in like this on the high wood, like this, and quickly, oh, would you happen to have a gander at that? Well, if it was the opposite, I'd be into my bar. So you've got to be careful of breakout though. You got to get that in there, and look what this allows me to do, Luke. Look at this.
Yep.
So that was a good example of what I was trying to explain the other day when I broke it off the stump. Cedar breaks. You can see the undercut, it drifted into its limbs. But Luke, do you understand the thought behind not wanting to have to cut these up to have a great big freaking mess out there? Because it's a full process. So if I send these two out at the same time,
yeah,
I've got 3 trees unless I can separate them on their journey to limb them.
So the other option would be to cut all 3 of them up, send them all
yeah,
down
even
once?
one would have, well, no, it wouldn't have. This one would have took it. The back one would have took it.
Okay.
Which meant I would have had to cut up the front
Yeah.
one. Now 3 trees are going over. You got more on the go.
Right.
When you can just spend a little extra time on the stump and just one at a time. It's a big thing for full process.
Right.
Dumping them down the hill, cut up 15. I don't care. It's up to you. I don't suggest it. So this does have quite a hockey stick in her, Luke.
Yeah.
I kind of like to send shorter lengths when I'm doing this, but you know what? I'm not sure what I'll do with that yet. See, here's what, I'm just gonna say this because enough guys are letting this stuff out of the bag. It's not something, I came to YouTube, and when I came to YouTube 11 years ago, I was production falling. That's mainly what I was doing, tree work and falling. I wasn't making no living on no YouTube. Thank goodness some of that happened in my life where I could turn some of my life into revenue, which has been amazing on YouTube. I now upload my videos, and everybody that sees me and sees my stump work and me and Luke on site, they put the cash they would have spent on us back into their project and into their homes. It's called the recipient program, and I've actually been talking about it a lot lately. Luke's probably thinking, Buck, and you've been talking about that. Yeah. Well, I have, because I think it's special and I really enjoy it. But it's not what this one's about. It's about fallen timber the things we use in the bush that help us. Friends, domino falling is only used to overcome a falling difficulty. What may that be? A horrible snag, something you can hit with something else that you shouldn't be hanging around down the stump, something that could break off and screw up the setting or the lay. I mean, that's not such an issue, but these two furs, we got wind against us and we got leans back. You've seen me all morning here doing the fighting this. Well, now that I'm off the face and I'm into the timber, believe it or not, Luke, this is called what we call a bullet. And it's here. If I get myself in a pinch up there and I'm to overcome a falling difficulty, I've got a bullet. We're always looking behind us. Fallers are always looking back to see what they've got to use. I've got this cedar. It's not real heavy, but I can use this as a target, or pardon me, as a bullet if need be. I'm just gonna fire up and cut and see what happens. But Luke, you've shown these people what we're dealing with here. This is not just knock them down. Hey, that's beautiful. I am loving that banger.
Yeah. BR.
Happens to say BR. So did you see what I did to help get that out of there, Luke? I pointed it down, not straight off its lean.
Okay.
I steered it downhill a bit. All right. Hey, what's that? Are you catching a plane to Buckenstock? I guess I am at some point. So friends, a quick outro here. As I've mentioned to you, we've been quite busy. We have some wild and crazy stuff coming up for you. This job, I would think we're about 3/4 through this job at this point. Almost, actually, no, we're almost done this job, actually. There's a couple more trees to get. Friends, I want to talk about a little something right now. Where's that axe I had, Lukey, that wedge banger? I got Luke here with me, and he's been helping me with some of this stuff. So you've been seeing this axe, friends, in the videos. And if you see it, you can see now that what's happening. It's getting some time on it. Not only, I can't believe this edge, Luke.
No, I know.
Like I use my bits, friends, in the bush as well as I do banging wedges. But I've talked about this handle now, and I know I haven't got it up on the website yet. It's because it hasn't been ready. Friends, I'm very happy with this whole outcome, with this head combination, with this handle. I'm happy to say, and this is only a teaser, and I know, But there's been a lot of people asking about the home handle, and they're waiting for the home handle because Luke's been building some axes. We've each built a couple each with this handle. It is the most humblest, all around, all purpose handle. That was one of my well, it was my original wedge banger handle that I still have. First handle Hogan ever banged a wedge with. And we have another head here. We've changed the design a little bit. I'm not willy-nilly on, okay, that's good enough. You'll notice we've done a couple little changes. You can see the bit has changed. I want to make this axe. I've got a couple things. You guys know I'm going to be probably doing a couple of more axes in my time. And I've been working on this in the background diligently. And I'm just excited. That's all. It's all purpose, but it is wedge banger, bucking banger. We've been talking about it for years. This handle is outstanding. It's outstanding. It's got a little magical spot in the middle, and just very excited. Just wanted to say that and give it some love in this outro. I want to thank everybody who's been coming and following along on this job. I want to actually thank Luke for his assistance and help in editing and helping me with that. Friends, our goal is to get back to, we're shooting for a video a day now. Again, I started this video doing videos every single day, and I believe I did that for about 6 years, every day. And I don't know if, well, I do know that was a good thing to do for anybody starting a YouTube channel. And I get these questions, and I'm no magical. I don't have all the big high-fluting things and this and that, but we're looking at a drone now. People have wanted me to get drones for years, and I'm a one-man show. But now I have Luke here helping me, and with just some different things. It's really been a help. Christine, I love you so much. Without Christine, this thing it just wouldn't be what it is today without Christine. So I'm able to take a little bit of help on now, which is amazing. And it's about you guys, actually. The finished product is always about you guys. So we have an event coming up. We're excited about that. If you're watching right now and you're coming to Buckenstock, I can't wait to see you. I could continue blabbering on, but I'm not gonna. I will see you on the next video, which will be tomorrow. And it'll be that next fur right beside this one. Friends, work hard, be honest, and be kind. I'll catch you on the next video.